Check it. Check it.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Screen Point with me, Randy Prizzle. Now, just watched the film Gassed Up. It wasn't a bad film, generally you film from the ends, where obviously the area of South London for people in specifics, because they'll obviously want to know, because obviously they went around Waterloo and places like that. But it was overall not a bad film. I generally felt that it probably missed a few and the really hard-hitting, punchy stuff in terms of where they got into more details and a bit more depth into like certain other characters' life, not just the main character, which obviously he did his part. I think all of them did their thing, but I think it just missed those certain trips to push it over the edge. But what I did like about it is that the cast was, you could say quite different in how they were reacting to certain things. You had one that was a bit mad, one that was kind of like knew how to make the moves, and the other ones that were kind of, you could say, backup mans. But in general terms, I thought it was a decent film. Not bad. I think the villain, she did her thing. I think, the two main characters, even the madman character, I think he was all right as well. But I think it just wasn't enough to push it over the edge. If you're comparing it to films like Adulthood, other British action drama films, it doesn't really rank up there. Even Top Boy, I wouldn't put it in those categories. So for me, that's where I think it falls a bit short. But my sis is here. We're testing out these mics. We're just wanting to hear our thoughts. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was a good movie. Um, yeah, it was. It very much was like all the other kind of movies that are similar to this, in the sense where it's like focused on the main character, and then it goes off his life, and then why he's doing what he's doing, and things like that. Yeah, I would have liked as well them to go more in depth into the other characters. Like they went a little bit into the friend with his dad, but they didn't really go more into it. They mentioned the other friend, but they didn't really go into it. Yeah, so yeah, it was a little bit like they just gave us breadcrumbs of people, situations, but they didn't actually go in depth.
Yeah, have it to the road and agree. They didn't really get down to it as a whole.
Yeah.
That's why I think it fell a bit short for me. So, me personally, I'd look at giving the film around about, I think, a 6.5 for me. What would you give it out of 10?
I think a 6.3.
You'll go 6.3.
Yeah, but the acting was well, the main character actor was he was really good,
Yeah.
and yeah, the supporting actors were good as well.
Yeah, I think he really sold his role well, the main actor. I forgot what his name is, but
Like Stephen or something.
yeah, something like that. But I think he did his part quite well. The characters that they brought in as well played their parts to the crazy guy, did his thing as well. The woman, I think even some parts we don't know what happened to certain characters at the end, so it was a bit left uncertain. Do you know what? I might have to drop it down a bit because I think I was being a bit too generous. I might have to drop it to a 6 because I think certain things were a bit unsaid and unleft, so it didn't really come to a conclusion at the end. It kind of just left it on a cliffhanger. It's like, well, if there's not going to be a number 2, then what's the point? So I don't really think it probably is. So that's why I'm a little bit like that. But you said 6 point,
3.
and I'm going with a 6. So that's it from this episode. Obviously, if the speech, you could say screen point, we're just testing this out, seeing how it goes, and hopefully you guys are feeling this. But till next time, guys, screening out.
Peace out.
Check it. Check it.